Welcome to more Gran Turismo 6 Quick Match Specialtatin. Today, we have the 350 performance point race at Special Stage Route Clubman, and not a single car in the field weighs anything. So, let's just see how this goes, folks. Let's just see how this goes. There's a truck in the field that weighs some. So yeah, let's get this one going, folks. Let's get this one going. The Ram is maybe, just maybe, not necessarily suited to race against vehicles like this, or this, or this, or this, or any. But it's going to anyway. It should still have the acceleration advantage, but let's see how much advantage it has after 4 laps. For whatever reason, this one is 4 laps. I don't know why. Usually, these are 3, this one was 4, whatever. But anyway, the Ram does indeed dandy have the acceleration advantage, and is off to a decent lead to start out. And that Honda Fit is trying to fit its way on the bottom there, and is racing dirty to do so. It's already starting off well. But anyway, it's in second there, still in second there, when really that Elise should probably be in second there. But that Elise is almost nowhere to be seen, and there's a wreck in the back there, and yeah, everybody's racing dirty. Well, except for the Ram, because the Ram has no one to race. But anyway, for the rest of the battles, yeah, it's starting to spread out a little bit. The Elise is still getting screwed over, and yeah, it started off chaotic, and let's see if it ends up getting chaotic yet again. I think it is, folks. I think it is. I don't think this is gonna go with the best, is it? Actually, that whatever that is had enough speed to get by. Opal Tiger. I think it's spelled Tigre, so I don't know if it is Tiger. But whatever, that little car that has really no luck blocking against a Fit who's racing dirty, I would assume. That seems like it's a lot lighter than that. That honestly looked big, bulky, and awkward for supposed to be a compact. But either way, it's slightly less big, bulky, and awkward than, well, actually not necessarily bulky and not necessarily awkward, just big. Anyway, it is slightly less big than that. So let's see if it can catch it. It is bulky and awkward though, so maybe not, folks, maybe not. But anyway, it has second all to itself now. I bet it raced dirty to do that. And it'll slowly be catching the Ram more likely than not. As for the other battles, well, there's a whole heck of a heap. But they're still racing pretty making dirty, so let's look at the top battle and see if that's any cleaner. I don't know, folks, I don't know. That Fit's getting a decent amount of speed on the straight, so it should be a battle. But let's see how clean of a battle it is. It barely even goes 100 miles an hour though. 350 performance points, still pretty making slow. But nonetheless, it's right on the Ram's back bumper now. And as we've seen in many video, right on the Ram's back bumper doesn't really mean anything unless it decides to use its front bumper, which there's been a whole heck of a heap of cars who've done that this race. So, well, we'll just have to see, folks. We'll just have to see. As of now, that Ram, though, is not having to use any bumpers because it has a bumper on the Fit. I'm sort of kind of surprised the Fit hasn't really been able to do anything yet because it should have a bit of a speed advantage all in all. And, well, now that I say that, there you have it, folks. That's a lot of bit of a speed advantage. So I'm saying the Ram never necessarily had that much more than a bumper on the Fit for that long, and it took that long for the Fit to get around. And now the Fit is blocking more than it really should because penalties are inconsistent. But nonetheless, it has it by a good bit on the straight here. But the Ram, I guess, has a handling advantage because I think the driver has the advantage. And actually, that Ram ain't doing too bad in the draft. So, well, let's see how this goes, folks. Let's see how this goes. And the Ram might have the inside. And not quite, folks, not quite. But that does slowly make the Fit go to the outside because it's trying to block the inside and just couldn't, so the Ram is back in the lead. Let's see if the Fit gets angry and does stupid stuff. Yep. The Fit rammed the ram, and the ram got a penalty. So, there you have it, folks. Ramming the ram, yet again, gives the ram a penalty. Because PD logic. This fit has raced dirty all race with barely anything bad happening to it. And it continues to, and yet it's in the lead. And now the car in second's racing dirty. Maybe, just maybe, them two can get in a wreck. And the ram, who's raced clean the whole race, can still have a chance. But I kind of sort of doubt it. At least one of the cars got a well-deserved penalty for blocking the ram. The other one, though, not so much. And it's honking its horn because, well, it's a jackweed. So, yeah, that's that, folks. That's that. That was one of the stupider races that has happened because the ram literally had no chance. It did everything right, and it was still wrong. But that's the way PD logic goes. This ain't really worth a yeehaw, is it, folks? This ain't really worth a yeehaw.